All right. Well, we are back. We are back. It's been a minute since I did a UFC video. I've been doing reaction videos and whatnot. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but it's finally, finally a pay-per-view again. Finally a pay-per-view. And this is a good one. Not gonna lie. This is a fire. This is a fire one. I feel like to come back to kind of kick off that summer. I feel like, because we got some banger cards coming up too. But look, we just gonna get right into it. Not gonna lie, we're gonna get right into it. First, we got Markel versus Mark Choinsky. Choinsky. Mark Choinsky. I'm gonna butcher his name. Not gonna lie. This is Mark's debut. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't do any research on him. If I listen, I understand. If I want to be better at these things, I need to start doing more research. You know what I'm saying? I should have did more research on him. I know Markel. Um, you know, I feel like I can't really give like a true unbiased take on this one, but I'm still just gonna say, I'm excited to see what happens. How about that? I'm copping out the first one, bro. Bro, listen, I promise I'm not gonna do this for every fight, cause look, this is a fight that I know right here, and this is about to be a good fight. I think this is about to be a good like competitions wise for Scalet. I can't remember how to say his name, but he's from Contender Series last season. Um, I actually kind of like him. I like Quillian. He's pretty good in my eyes. Too. I think is a pretty all around guy in a sense. I feel like, but what I mean. I just think maybe he's gonna be a little too like small. I feel like to fight Quillian. Like I don't know. Like Quillian's gonna keep it on the outside or Quillian, bro. Listen, Scalade. I don't know, bro. Bro on the left, dude. My Australian friend here. Um, I think it's gonna be too small, and I think he's better to keep him at range and ultimately probably find the finish. Not gonna lie. So, I'm gonna take Quillian. Moving on, we got Jekka versus Jusang Yu Yo. Um, I'm gonna just keep it simple right here. I think Yo's gonna win. Jusang. I think he's gonna really continue to make a name for himself here, and this is his debut, but I have seen some stuff on him, so I think he's actually gonna do pretty good. I genuinely think he's gonna do pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple. The Jekka's coming off a loss. I don't really know too much about Jekka, also, but I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with my boy Jung Sung Yu. All right, so we got Ariane E. Da Silva versus Wang Kong. Listen, I love my Asian people, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this fight's kind of up in the air for me. It's really hard to tell with I guess you could say like woman fight at this rank. I mean, she's ranked 13, I think. I believe she's ranked 13, but is she ranked? Yeah, she's ranked 13. Um, Wang Kong, I don't know much about her. Not gonna lie, I don't know much about her, but this is where I learned. This is where I learned. I watched the full events from prelims to main event. Now we talking right here. Now we got the actual prelims right here. We got Chaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. And Gustafsson came from Contender Series last year and last season. And Cass Williams, we know Cass Williams. We know what it brings. Bit of a wild card in a sense. Like what I mean. He can show up or he won't. Like it's pretty much that simple. Andreas is a killer. He looks like a killer. He fits the bill. Um, but he also kind of he's surprisingly a little more disciplined than you would think. Um, but I feel like this is gonna be a wild fight. I think maybe to start off, maybe for like the first fucking 3 minutes, it might be wild, and then I could see Gustafsson kind of clinching it up, keeping him against the cage, making it dirty in that sense, and maybe we could see a second round finish from Andreas. So that's kind of where I'm leaning. I'm leaning towards Andreas here. Yeah. So I'm gonna take Andreas here. I think he's gonna edge off the victory off Cass Williams. Cass could catch him, like what I mean. He can catch him. I don't think that that's not out of the realm of possibility. But I'm gonna take Gustafsson here. Okay, Now this, I like this fight for the heavyweight division. I really do. We have Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Waldo Cortez Acosta has been looking good. Not gonna lie, pretty good boxing. Spivak, we've seen a lot from him, so you know what I mean. Nothing in my opinion really, nothing in my opinion really jumps off of the like table. Like, oh my god, like Costa's gonna be in serious trouble. As for Spivak, I think he can get caught by Costa. I think Costa's pretty, pretty, pretty consistent on the feet, if that makes sense. Like pretty consistent in my opinion. So, I think I'm gonna take Waldo here. I'm gonna take Waldo. I would not be surprised if Spivak can just kind of like wrestle his way to victory here in this one. Not gonna lie, but I'm gonna take Costa. I don't really want to guess a finish. I mean, it's heavyweight, bro. You know what I mean? They're big. They're big guys. So I'm gonna go Costa. Fuck it. He's gonna finish him. So we got Amzat Mirzakhanov versus Brendanson Ribario. So I'm not gonna lie here. I do not know much about Azamat, and I believe I did see Ribario fight. Listen. I know I need to get back to studying before these fights for the guys who I don't know. I have like a, I feel like I know majority of the fighters on the roster. It's just these a little bit newer guys. You know, I was kind of sleeping on a little bit. So I'm looking forward to see how this fight is right here. So I don't have an opinion on that one. But this fight right here, I got an opinion on Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. I'm a Joshua Van guy. I'm not gonna lie. Love the way he fights. He's always a smaller guy, but this right here, I think is gonna be more evenly matched as far as size goes. So listen, I'm gonna just take Joshua Van. I think he's on a hot streak right now. You know what I mean? His boxing is crazy. I really like his stand up. I really like his boxing. Like his boxing is some of the best in that division. I'm not gonna lie. In the flyweight division, his boxing is up there. And I think as long as he keeps doing this, as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, we're gonna keep seeing like good things out of him. The only thing that really I feel like is gonna be difficult for him just as he continues to move up in the division and the rankings, like maybe his size would be a little bit of an issue, but he's already at the lowest weight class, so it's like, but he'll run into more guys who are around his size. But I don't know. I love his boxing and everything, like for now, and I think he gets the finish. I think he gets the job done. Or if not, I could see the decision because but I think he gets the finish though. Man, all right, Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. Luque looks good in his last fight. He got the win in his last fight. That was good to see. That was great to see. Is he still that Vicente Luque though? I don't know. He looked a bit stagnant still in a couple parts. Even though it was kind of quick, but this is gonna be an interesting one. I think Kevin Holland gets it done though. As much as I want to see Vicente win again, kind of truly get back into his old form. I think Kevin Holland he may just get it done. He might finish Vicente. I could see him finishing Vicente. I think at first maybe Vicente pushes the pressure a little bit, which I think is going to leave him to get caught, like just kind of walking in, stepping forward. He likes that inside fighting, throw an elbow or two, but I think Holland may be able to tag him a little bit as he's coming in and then eventually get the finish. That's kind of what I think. I don't really think I kind of feel like it might be early. Um, I think this fight is gonna kind of determine like if Holland's okay with sitting on his back, which normally he's very active on his back. So you know, I'm gonna go with Holland though. I'm gonna go with Holland. I can see him getting the finish. Maybe a finish. We're gonna go with finish here. All right. Mario Bautista and Patchy Mix. So, we have Mario Bautista here. He's he's been a face of controversy. You know what I'm saying? The Aldo fight. I personally have my opinions too on it. It definitely wasn't the most exciting fight. Holding Aldo up against the cage. Aldo's a dangerous guy. I get it. You want to hold him out against the cage, but that's a legend. You had an opportunity. I mean, he still won the fight, but you had an opportunity to really put everyone I notice against a legend. You know what I mean? And Aldo is dangerous, so I get it. But that is what that is. But we got Patchy Mix making his UFC debut. Patchy Mix, ain't he stepping in short notice? I believe so. I don't know how long he's had to train, but I mean, obviously he stays ready. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Off the debut, I'm taking Patchy Mix. I'm just gonna do it. I don't think Mario Batista is gonna be able to kind of coast his way to victory in this fight, and I know it's kind of, I guess you could say, disrespectful saying that he kind of coast his way against to victory against Aldo, but I mean that is the case. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just a commentator. I'm just a spectator. I'm just a guy on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So if this gets around to him, bro, listen. I'm not a fighter, dude. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna go Patrick Mix. I don't think he's gonna be able to. I think Patrick Mix is gonna be able to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? And possibly hurt Batista. But I don't want to say the word outclass because Batista is he's good. You know what I mean? He's good, but I just ultimately think he's not gonna be able to kind of coast his way to victory how he did against Aldo. So all right, see I like this card, man. Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. I was a big Kevin Gastelum guy. Ultimate Fighter days, but I mean, not the Kevin Holland, the Kevin Gastelum of old. Joe Pyfer coming up. Still, I don't know if you consider him a prospect anymore. You know, what I mean, I feel like he's earned that right to not be called a prospect anymore. I guess. I mean, especially if he gets this win, right? So, which I think he is. I think he's gonna finish Gastelum maybe late second round or early third round. I'm thinking something like that around that time. I just don't think Gastelum is the Gastelum that he was in the past. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna go with Joe Pyfer. He's gonna continue to make a name for himself. And he's gonna get yet a ranked fighter after this. Hopefully, I didn't know that Kelvin Gastelum was not ranked. Yeah, I'm. If he beats him, he should get a ranked fighter next. I think Joe Pyfer personally. I think he's ready for. I don't think this is like a Bo Nickel situation. I know he gets compared to Bo Nickel in a sense of like prospect wise. Like Joe Pyfer knows what he's good at, and he goes out there and does that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go Joe Pyfer. Finish. All right. So we have Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. What are the odds for this fight, real quick? Oh man, Kayla Harrison by 750. So I kind of want to agree with those odds because I mean the last fight. Damn, my shit messing up. Oh my god, it just works. All right, wait it out. But Pena's last performance, you know what I mean, was not too impressed. Wasn't like the Pena of old. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's messing up. It's glitching, so we're just gonna keep it right here. Pena's wasn't. She didn't really look too hot in the last fight. I don't know if it was because all the time off before, which possibly she's still relentless. Like I've been a Juliana Pena like supporter since her winning the tough and everything like just while she was in it. I felt like she was gonna be champ one day. She became champ, so I think that's really telling. But I ain't gonna lie, Kayla Harrison is strong, great grappler. Um, One thing though, I think if Pena could kind of keep this fight standing for as long as she can and really mix it up and like I'm talking about like dirty. She kind of fights like that anyways, like a little scrappy, and she'll make it a little wild. The only issue is Harrison with the judo, like you know what I mean. Like you get a little too reckless that close, you know, you getting flipped, you getting tossed. So it's definitely the advantage definitely lies in Kayla Harrison's hands, but I feel as if Payne kind of just I feel like she needs to pressure Kayla. Not gonna lie, if she can pressure Kayla and kind of overwhelm her with these strikes and really mix it up, I feel like she could possibly get the win and also get like a finish. Like if she can overwhelm her, she could potentially get the submission too. Like I think Pena is capable of doing that. Obviously she is. I mean, she's champ. She's gotten plenty of submissions before. I don't know if she rocks Kayla, like can put her out or anything or win by TKO. I don't really think that unless she's like in like full mount or something. But I think if she can overwhelm Kayla and like get the back on the cage, like you know what I mean, she can climb Kayla's back while she has Kayla against the cage, and then you know put in the choke. Like that's kind of more of like what I think I could see possibility seeing happen. If not, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of just see Kayla doing what she's been doing to everybody else. You know, getting them down, letting them things go, and and that's all she wrote. Not gonna lie, but I guess if I have to choose, ooh, I hate doing this because I'm a Pena guy. Like you know what I'm saying? I miss a Pena, but just judging off of the last performance from Pena and judging off of Kayla's last performance, I'm gonna go Kayla. I'm gonna go Kayla Harrison. I'm gonna go Kayla Harrison. Man, maybe like TKO from like ground and pound, like round three, round four. I'm thinking like somewhere mid fightish. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know on the flip side, Pena can get it done. But just for prediction's sake and you know this fight's sake, I'm gonna go with Harrison. Um, I'm going TKO. I'm gonna go TKO. I don't really see this fight going to decision. Like I think, and it's really based off of like the physical nature of like Harrison. You know what I'm saying? Like Pena could get it done too. Though she's not no slouch. She can finish a fight no matter what. Like she could finish it, but I don't know. I think just like I said, judging from the last performances, yeah. So we have the rematch, main event rematch, Marab Wablashili versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Um, their first fight was at the Spear. We seen Marab go crazy. We seen Marab fight Umar after. Um, Sean hasn't fought since. Man, Sean apparently, you know, oh my fault. Apparently, he's cut out. He's cut out gaming. He's cut out a whole bunch of stuff. He's cut out smoking. He's cutting out. He's cutting out other things. Like kind of really focused and honed in on being, you know, on becoming champ again, which is good. Which is great for him. I feel like he was. I feel like him being champ and having all that notoriety and just the fights he had, right? Like he had every single fight was like I feel like all the fights he had there was something behind it as far as like some like big beef and it was like I feel like the second time around like he's not really feeding into that too much. Marab is Marab's a machine, bro. He's just he's just a machine. Like at the end of the day, that motherfucker's a machine. He's a machine. Um Sean seems locked in though. I've been watching the embeddeds. He seems pretty locked in. Seems locked in now. Do I think it's just hard, bro? Like, how are you gonna actually stop Marab from taking you down? Like, you're never gonna stop him from shooting on you. He's always gonna shoot. Like, Sean O'Malley, it's the same as the first fight. Like his best option is to get a knockout. Like if you're not gonna catch Marab coming in, like it's gonna be hard. And Marab's brimming with confidence right now, like over the moon confidence. And like I said, he's a machine. He really is. The nickname is real. He's a machine, bro. Like crazy, crazy, relentless pace. Wrestler, just gritty grind. No matter what, he's gonna get the takedown eventually. You know what I mean? Sean, longer legs. He can get to the legs quicker. Marab can. Um, the only thing I think Sean needs to not abandon like the T kick to the body. Don't abandon that, even if it's not gonna slow Marab down. Like you're gonna be jabbed. Well, actually, I think I can't remember if Marab got hurt in the body. Didn't he get hurt in the body in the first fight? I can't remember. I believe he did. I'm gonna have to rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch that before this before tomorrow. But I believe he did get hurt in the body. I can't really remember, but I don't think he should abandon the body at all. Like it could be demoralizing because the dude's not getting tired, so they just stop going to the body. They're like, yeah, there's no point. This ain't gonna work, so I'm just gonna look for the kill shot, and that makes it worse. Not gonna lie, but man, it's like I want to go Sean because like just maybe like I could see a way he can change it and make it different. Like if he I don't know. He would have to just never give up when he gets on his back. He would have to constantly find a way back up. This would be grueling, bro. So I'm gonna just go Marab decision again. You know what I mean? I think he gets it done. I'm kind of more in the middle on this fight too, though. I'm not gonna lie because I mean Sean has the knockout power. There's no doubt about it. I don't think he's. I feel like he just should not abandon the body. Don't abandon the body. I think go to the body and go to the body early. Teep kicks, you know what I'm saying? Keep them kicks straight, point them out. You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple punches to the body. Kind of meet Marab at that level, like the level when he shoots. He's shorter, so he's already gonna be lower anyway. So when he shoots, it's gonna be like the level change is gonna be hard to really kind of meet at the level. But I mean, if you're already striking to the body, like punch to the body, jab to the body, straight to the body, like kind of meet him at his level. You know what I mean? I mean, he could I don't know, maybe try to time a knee and everything if but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take Marab though. I'm gonna take Marab. Marab by decision. I think. Like I said though, I'm really on the middle in this fight. I think Sean could. I could see him getting it done still. Like he just has to that mentality. He just can't be broken. Like, cause Marab will break you, cause he just won't stop. That pressure won't stop. And he's just getting better. That's a crazy like he's still getting better. So it's hard to go against Marab. It's hard to bet against Marab. It's hard to pick against him. But say I'm gonna go Marab here. Uh yeah, that's been it for this breakdown. The next breakdown, I promise, I'm gonna have every single fighter on that card known, which I pretty much already know most of them. Let me see what that next card is real quick. Damn, I didn't want to. I'm gonna get copyrighted, bro. I didn't want to show the fucking thing. Who cares? It don't matter. Yes, Buckley. Usman versus Buckley. Yeah, see already. Damn, this shit is stacked too. What the? I already know. My boy Ocha's fighting again. Damn. Okay, yeah, I don't want to get too far into that yet. You know what I'm saying? That's for next week. That's for next week. That is for next week. But yeah, that's been that's been the video, man. Like I said, next week I'm gonna have a more in-depth breakdown of all these fighters. I've been slacking lately. I've been slacking. If you sat through this whole thing, bro, I appreciate you for real. Leave a like, support me. You know what I'm saying? Comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if the audio is good, please. Cause I was doing reaction videos and it's shitty. I don't know what happens post like when I release or like when I put it on YouTube. I think like I don't know something happens with audio, but because when I listen to it, I feel like I'm loud. But then like people would be like, "Oh, you're too low." Like I don't know. I don't know. I gotta fix it. But yeah, that's really been it, man. You know, share it if share if you know what I'm saying. Just share it, bro. I don't know, share it. Subscribe if you think this is a vibe. Listen, I talk a lot. I yap. I do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this is me. I don't really like to edit too much and throw a little filter in. I don't like doing all that. I just like to be me. I turn on the camera, I be me, and I just be. And like I said, I'm rambling again. But yeah. Anyways, that's been the video. Yeah, I'll probably do a tier list on after, like I did before, like ranking the fighter winners' performances. Um, Maybe, yeah, depending on how the card goes. But yeah, that's been it. That's been the video. Appreciate y'all for sticking through and stopping by. And yeah, peace. I'm out. See you in the next one.